It's time to potentially do a story quest of the best character in the game. Sucrose. Woo, it's her. Woo. We all love you, Sucrose.
Huh? Looks like.
We love you.
Wait. Oh. Hello, Traveler in Paimon. No, just. I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the
Precious.
store. If you need any help. Thanks.
Yeah, I've been crafting shit all day.
Actually, here's that name again. Albedo. Apologies. I never. But Paimon's only ever seen him. Yes. He's dedicated. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat. Wow. Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem, and I'm sure that Albedo would love to. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure. I don't see why not. Albedo and Tamaze will be. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourself. Sorry. Hey, stop!
I wish Sucrose. And Sucrose is so cute. I wish nerdy girls were real. How many stupid memes? Like, man, Mulani is so cute. I wish autistic women were real. You could do that for basically any character. Like, Xiangling is so cute. I wish chefs were real. Holy shit, what's Rosaria doing here?
Sister Rosaria, so here you are. Choir practices.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of.
But this event has.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Damn!
I mean.
But what? You're the event or. This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now. Who knows?
Huh?
Evidence decides. Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't, but if you dally any longer.
You're right.
Get out!
It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then. Right, I've gotta get going.
This story quest really just fits in everyone they couldn't, like, this is meant to be the Albedo story quest. They've been Sucrose, Rosaria activities.
Seems like that sister's an.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
I was told to go here.
Better watch out.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the.
Wait, she heard that?
And as for this Outlander, the honorary knight that saved otherwise, depending.
What? Did the sister?
We can't go turning a blind eye to.
There.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
Albedo.
Is it him you're after? Many people have made their way.
So.
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces. I couldn't care what you think.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the trap. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Why is Rosaria purple?
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck! You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
We going all the way across Dragon's Spow. Hello. The hilly churl gritty.
The word on the street at the views and scenery here.
But can't
You ruined my hilly churl painting!
enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
We saved you!
Who are you? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been ashamed to...
What's up with painting him?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Is bro getting burnt at the stake?
You can find these holy churls anywhere, but take a look at this specimen. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities...
Hold your horses. Ugh, we found your man. I'm headed back.
Okay.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey!
Rosaria just... Did Rosaria just call Traveler gay? Because, Traveler is gay as hell, but like... Rude.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. But back to the point. From her...
We met a girl.
I see. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a bit of everything. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all.
Yep.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance... forgive me.
Whoa, whoa.
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
You can do that?
Paimon, stop fucking copying me.
However, I have a particular seed in my... It's like you, in that it hit...
Well, if you're struggling to...
I beg to differ, but you're not from the known world. By observing...
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little...
It's possible. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be
Really should be getting back, you say?
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute...
Is Rosaria going to fucking arrest us? I'm like, you're under arrest. One day I really should go 100% Dragon Spine, like, kinda need to do that. Because there's like 2 free polls waiting.
Paimon has a question. After...
I don't know. Using alchemy to awaken otherworld after awakening. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become?
Well, if it turns out...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, the subject of my first research was the elements. How you're able to freely manipulate... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart?
Nope.
Fascinating.
What a stupid question. And another thing,
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Oh.
No, I met her.
That rules out that possible, but that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain.
Hey! How...
In that case, it would appear that there's no... Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in her... Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area.
Huh?
Direct and clear observation. Naturally, if you require a great...
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself.
6 Oceanids! Don't threaten me with a good time.
Submit. Hey there! Chat! A proper send-off from the Spino with love. Don't waste my time. Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Ez.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of... If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, now that we know that the external flow is manifested...
Internal flow.
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, This potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
Okay.
In the
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's
Okay.
just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other... Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we... It's a type of ore known as... I'll take you to my campsite. All going to plan...
Paimon still. Let's keep her eye.
Would there be an option to go beat up 6 Oceanids? Because
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
someday I really do need to finish up Dragon's Mine exploration. I already did on my Mika solo account. Who's this guy?
This is my campsite. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with
Oh,
the
it's
research.
Timaeus.
Hello.
Whoa.
I wouldn't call... I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between... Consider. You don't have a vision. Following this line of thought...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life form. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. In that sense,
Yeah, especially considering I'm not from the traveler isn't from this world, and he is human just like the rest of y'all.
after all, we've got our primary... If it turned out that he did have a philo...
Ah, it would. Speaking of data, to complete our...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try... In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you...
Time to drink. I drink the potion.
My time with the Spina has taught me that
I drink the potion.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already.
Oh, this potion channels elemental power into the body. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be.
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to... But of course, in conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental...
Aw, Paimon.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good thing about ordinary is people are the same. They can... When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. But a peculiar person... For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregis. To sum up, this has been... Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it.
Huh?
Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise.
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line.
You can count on...
Is he trying? What?
Before we... If you're interested, why not have a...
Observe board. I thought that said observe board. No, no, yeah, I actually understand that. Kind of. I don't know what it's on, but like,
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
I'm taking your medical ingredients. You can't stop me.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. Well, there may be significant difference. Take Tevat, for example. But worlds may well exist where only one person. So, leaving Ella, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. And no. You shan't now. See this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows?
That was your... have you tried using your elemental power with food? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It... I suppose... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat?
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to.
Not only is this recipe a
Time for food.
I'll leave you to it then, if there's anything left.
Paimon, how are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Is there fish anywhere in here? I seriously gonna have to go and get a fish? Get a fish? Come here, fish. Fish. I have acquired a
I should
fish.
take off my hat and let the snowflakes fall onto my face. I feel like that would be really refreshing.
Why can Jinyan do that?
That was fast. An average outcome experiment as far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned. Unless...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food.
Not to worry. At least we put some food
I
together.
mean,
No
food
big
is
deal this
food,
time.
you know? It's food.
And here's your portion.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Not that Paimon would have...
Hey! But you do have to... And you're right, we are...
Yes. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in there, I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials.
Paimon's barely finished...
Don't worry if you can't locate them. If you had, say, super... I must have dropped them.
So... Guess we better take...
Elemental sight time.
Oh, yeah! This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animo crystal fly can...
How did he...
Goodness. You managed to... I'm wondering.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately, only a never-before-seen...
You mean...
Don't be disheartened. This... I have to commend your... Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your other... In essence, looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose
Nope.
is? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there. So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a Then I know of a location that will be...
I mean, the only thing I can do is break...
Still in one piece. Good thing the file's so so strong.
The only thing I could do is like break a rock. Let's head to the Skyfrost snail. Why is blood so high up? Why is blood so high? Please stop being high. Would Albedo Genshin be on that good cushion alcohol?
Get them!
Thank you! Finally! Woba does something right. Like,
You...
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better. Whichever method you choose, I will factor the time.
The opposite side of the...
Without limitations, some of us would be unable to. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, then if you would, please.
okay.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless
Speed
you're
run.
thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. Your reputation precedes you, traveler.
But you followed us the whole...
Me? If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect... If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, the innumerable possibilities that this could present...
But how does this help your
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about to make some gold, petrified. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research. All these things that start out as objects of fascination. And
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly trees?
precisely, to quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are...
So after all these experiments...
Of course not. Now, before follow me, there are some...
Intelligence. I'll have you know that Google.com Albedo, I will have you know that Google.com solos you every day of the week. Head to the location of the intelligence test. Wait a minute. Am I going to be stuck on world level 7? Once I hit AR-55? That would suck donkey dick. Oh, he's gonna want me to solve this puzzle, okay. Oh.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your. I'd like you to explore the. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. I tried and tested it. So, let's see. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Oh, there's a second Sealy we have to get into this. Here we go. There's one.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Now it's just a matter of finding more Sealies. Anything hidden under the water? Some symbols hidden under the water. What could that mean?
Race you!
Maybe they're chilling up on the pillar. Oh, there's one. Get over here! Okay, now that's just rude, isn't it? Why did you do that? What was the reason?
Hey there! Watch out! At the frying pan!
Walking the walking!
Watch out!
Oh, this second Sealy's over here. Now, if you think about it, shouldn't being in Dragon Spine water, very much increase your cold meter by a ton? Oh, I'm dead. My bad. Why are you like this game? Walk in the walk in! I am Sigma 100 Boken the Boken mod. Jump around here.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm... Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly... What's this?
What did they mean by this?
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but there's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery.
Maybe it's the pieces to a bigger puzzle. Maybe it's the key to some lock somewhere.
Let me make a copy first.
Another thing. Seems like if you want.
I've truly gained a lot from all that. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to see. Unless you can think of anything better.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that... I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling...
The hell,
charm
Rosaria? He
opposite
seemed
his
kinda
feminine
cool.
demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would...
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. I'm only concerned with one thing.
No way.
With an alchemist of his love, in any case, I'm not a...
So, what are you gonna do?
I've investigated everything else.
But we don't.
But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, which is what I was hoping. I would...
Over.
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be...
Because
so quick to
Rosaria
trust
knows
Albeda.
something we
Just
don't.
Don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's good. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
What did...
We should be able to see what's in the water.
Is there something Rosaria knows that we don't about Albedo?
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held... time for the results. We got a merit, but the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is...
That's it.
Couldn't tell that just. We spent all day working.
Please, I understand that this may... Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Perhaps.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. The only other life form that, like you, has come here, but... Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
I guess I have it.
Oh, it looks like something's appearing.
The transition from nothing into something, is not nurturing other...
Paimon thought with all of.
Life is a manifold tapestry. A short life can be well... So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here, arguably?
I'm not dead yet.
Don't, Albedo, Paimon.
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point throughout, but what was that sediment I saw forming at those born of earth are bound by its imperfections. But those born of chalk are free of impure... If, one day, can I rely on...
What did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? Hey, that's a bit sus of him.
Quick, look! Up in the sky! Look at that scorch!
Shut up. It's the one bad thing about Navia.
Add Astra.
Her not being able to stop yapping.
Add
Like,
Astra.
she has the yap disease. And I guess that's it for this episode. That story quest was shorter than I thought. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.